Okay, this is tip of the iceberg, the final major level in the ice one. And like, as far as I can tell, all of the final levels for each world or shard or whatever you want to call them, it's kind of puzzle based. And you know, you really don't want to be thinking when the weather's so cold your dick is attempting to shrink back inside you. But apparently Mario's capable of it, and what the fuck is another Australian doing beating the shit out of me with boomerangs? You know, this is not Friday night outside the pub, he shouldn't be doing that. Haha, drown you little penguin fucker. The puzzle emphasis in this one is using basically all this. And yeah, it's kind of complicated. You use the ice blocks up there to change the main water back from ice to, you know, solid. Excuse me, that was just my coffee saying hello. And it's kind of... Why are there bats underwater, and why do they look vaguely cactus-like? And what is a cactus doing in a world of ice? These are things I do not know. Jokes aside, pretty standard, somewhat puzzly. You use the ice blocks to change the level just enough to get to the next area, and Jesus Christ, I was close to getting flattened by those spikes then. Now we're back up here, like we were before. I'm going to push the blocks down. I'm going to go, you know, get the nice solid ice back, because fuck trying to push this through the water. And I'm going to push this over here. You can probably guess what I'm going to do. I'm going to push this over here. I'm going to use that to go through the pipe that I couldn't get through earlier. And then I'm going to see where that takes me. Well, actually, since I'm recording the audio after playing, I already know where it takes me, but you know what I mean. When it actually does, it's a bit dodgy. It stops and starts with the crates for no reason that I can tell. It just seems to be slightly shoddy programming. Not that I could do any better, but you know what I mean. And no, I don't want to go up there for reasons that will become apparent in a minute. And I'm going to beat up that Cooper. Unfortunately, taking his Parker is not an option. It should be, but it's not, so I'm going to have to settle for beating them up for the hell of it. A little bit of lag there. But who doesn't love jumping on Coopers? And that's borrowed from Yoshi's Island, I believe. Flawless change of topic streams right there. And I'm just going to boot that shell up into the air because I can. And you see, that's why I didn't go for that earlier. There's 3 hidden blocks there, so if you try and jump up, you'll get screwed by it. So we're going back basically to where we were earlier, and that's the annoying thing about this game with carrying shit around. Y is also the float to the surface button. Is it Y? Whatever it is. The hang on to shit button is the same button that makes you float upwards when swimming. So, little bit annoying. And yeah, you can't actually get through that unless it's on ice. So I'm going to spring off the penguin. And I'm going to spring up here and go back to being solid. Grab that for whatever fucking reason I feel like. Take it through, but the bad, mean old game has taken my toy away from me. And it reveals the first major dick move of this world in a second. Actually, in about a minute. So, going to jump that. Going to push the block out of the way so I can get to the damn iceberg changer. There's got to be a better term than that, but it'll do for now. So I'm going to push this shit along, going to hit that, we're going to jump down into the water, hopefully not get spiked while we're drowning the turtle, which is a really weird euphemism, I think. And the ninja who can seriously go fuck themselves. And this is where you see the first dick move of this world. And it's not even a really apparent dick move, but see that ice block up there? It's just a few pixels too high to grab as small Mario. You need to grab that mushroom power up from earlier to get that. If you got hit on the way through, say by the ninja or the spike balls or whatever, game over. You're gonna have to restart the level, which is seriously a dick move. I mean, there are bigger dicks out there, but that's a pretty impressive dick nonetheless. And this is just devolving into worse and worse euphemisms. Actually, we're not even bothering with euphemisms anymore. Now we're just talking about cock size. And no, I haven't lost... That's the point where I dropped the controller. And I am going to need to hit that. I didn't think I did. I'm going to jump up. And I try not to fall, because if I fall down there, I'm going to have to repeat half the fucking level. Back up through here, you may recognise this is where we were right beforehand. Going to clock that back so we can put, you know, this crate on ice. Because it's full of fish. Because that's a much nicer explanation for the fishy smell than any other one I can come up with. Particularly not with what we've been on about recently. And we're just going to shove this underneath that door that is somehow not part of the background or foreground. We get our checkpoint, thank God. We get our fire flower. Not that it will actually make any difference, you'll see in a minute. And Kamek is here to fuck us once again. See, he can fly. He doesn't actually have to scale the iceberg, which makes me wonder why the hell he didn't just grab it and leave. And the other thing I'm wondering about now is why every... Fuck. She's not supposed to do that. Mouser just blew up one of my bombs with his own. I'm fairly certain it doesn't work that way, or bomb disposal would be a much more interesting, line of work. Standard practice, as it always is when you're trying to kill Mouser. I don't know what it is with every fucking ROM hack using him as a boss. I honestly don't know. But at least this time around he is pissy, because you only need 3 hits. And he dies like a little rat bitch. And we have found a shard that looks suspiciously brown and, turd-shaped. I'm not sure what we want it for, and I'm not entirely certain who the fuck is speaking right now. And I'm guessing this is Kamek bitching at Mouser, but... Or maybe the other way around. I don't really know what's going on here. I didn't sign up for, espionage film in my platformer here. If I wanted that, I'd be playing a shit game like Lethal Weapon or whatever. No, that's too long ago. That doesn't have espionage shit. I'm just misremembering things. Whoever's talking in, the light purple bordering on pink is a real asshole. I mean, the guy talking in the dark blue, grey, purple is a fucking idiot. But, being an idiot trumps being an asshole. I think. Maybe. I don't really know. And that's it for this installment. Ray should be up next, so hopefully he can unlock the fucking item shop and we'll be done with all this. And we can, finish off the levels we've missed. Fuck you all. Good day, because it's not night here.